My name is Roger Johnson. I like taking pictures and I love to travel. Whether it's working as a professional tour guide, a flight attendant, or on my own for fun. Across America or around the world. This is my show. I'm going to talk to that camera over there. Hello and welcome, aloha and welcome to another Welcome to America Adventure Update. This is for June 2013, and I have back with me my first ever returning guest, Lindsay Glasow. Mm-hmm. Last time you were on, back in January, we were talking, I should have you back and I can tell you about my Hawaii trip. Yeah. So I thought I'd wear my Hawaii shirt today.
It's a good look.
It is. You can't go wrong with a Hawaii shirt. So
you're missing your grass skirt though.
I am. It's in the wash.
Oh, okay.
No, but of course the better look is the Delaware shirt.
Oh, okay.
No, I couldn't just do Hawaii. I'd been there 3 times before, and of course, which is a little bit. Well, it's not up to par with my other travel. I've been to every other state in the country at least 4 times or more, except for Hawaii and Delaware. So I thought, you know what? I got to go to both. I'm going to go to Delaware and Hawaii in the same trip. I don't think anybody's ever done that. I don't know. No. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to go see. The very first battle in which an American flag was flown was in Delaware. The Battle of Cooch's Bridge. It was this busy road, and there's this little marker. Well, actually, it was a pretty good sized marker. Monument by the side of the road. It was kind of fun. It's like a scavenger hunt. You're trying to find this out of the way thing. It's not like Gettysburg.
It's not very well marked.
It's not very well marked. Lots of traffic. And then I went to the state capitol. I'd been there before. I've been to all 50, but I hadn't been inside, so I went inside there. And the other thing that I've been doing recently is I've been visiting the grave sites of signers of the Declaration of Independence. Before I was doing presidents, but I've visited every presidential grave site. So now it's signers of the Declaration of Independence. And there were 3 from Delaware. One of them is buried in Philadelphia, Thomas McCain, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then George Reed is in Newcastle. I went and I found him. Again, it's like a scavenger hunt. Mm-hmm. It's this neat old, colonial era cemetery. You have to look. And so I found him, and then Caesar Rodney. Caesar Rodney was easier to find because he's the big kahuna in the little Hawaiian lingo there. Yeah. He's the big kahuna in Delaware because he's the guy. He was in Delaware at the time that they were voting on the Declaration of Independence, and the Delaware delegation had 2 guys in it, and one was for and one was against. So he was the tiebreaker. So they sent a messenger out, and he got on his horse, rode overnight in what should have taken 2 days to get there to vote, so that Delaware was in favor of independence, and so it was unified. So I'll show my state quarter collection. So if you see a Delaware state quarter, the first state, that's the guy on the horse. His ride makes Paul Revere's Midnight Ride look like a pony ride in the kiddie park at Disney. So that's how important this guy was. And then there's the other guy that was at part of the Continental Convention. He was a Pennsylvania delegate, but he had a house in Delaware too. Okay. And I didn't even know it was there, so I went in and I got to tour that, and so that was really cool. But the only reason that I found it or came across it, I was leaving the Dover Air Force Base Museum, the Mobile Air Command Museum. Here's my souvenir patch that I got. Mm-hmm. So right up your alley.
Oh yes.
So if you go to Delaware, go check that one. It wasn't huge, but the airplanes were. There's all these huge cargo planes and everything.
Was it all military aircraft?
It was all military aircraft because and that's what was neat about that museum is because it was strictly dedicated to just military cargo transportation. Okay. And so there's an exhibit on the Berlin airlift and all the way through to modern, these giant planes get to go inside and stuff. But it was December, so some stuff was closed. There was like a control tower that you could go up, and that was not open when I was there. What was the other cool thing? Oh no, the hangar that's there. It's an historic hangar. What is it? Building 1301, and this was like the Area 51 before Area 51. Cool. So they did like all kinds of tests during World War II and figured
That'd be cool to see what actually went on in that building.
Yes. Now it's just a museum, which is boring because museums are boring. No, so that was really cool. So and then I spent a night in Delaware, which was the only state that I'd never spent a night in.
Okay.
So I think
you crossed it off.
So I got to cross that off my list and then jump on an airplane to Hawaii.
Hawaii has a soft spot in my heart, that's for sure.
But now, see Honolulu, and I only had a day to spend there, and so it was all in Honolulu. Honolulu isn't my favorite part of Hawaii by any stretch, but
No,
there is fun stuff to see.
Definitely not. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff to see in Honolulu, and I'm very much a traveler that I like to get off the beaten path. I like to go explore what real Hawaii is, and a lot of real Hawaii is very protected. It's on
It's
private
not the
land.
Ala Moana Mall?
No, it's not the Ala Moana Mall.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Ala Moana, yeah.
Ala Moana.
And your Diamond Head.
I tried. I had a pineapple Dole Whip at the mall there, so that was my Hawaii experience.
All right, and you didn't go to the Dole Plantation?
No, I didn't have time to do that
Okay.
on this trip. We did it previously years. No, this trip I wanted to go back to Diamond Head. I'd hiked it
Okay.
before, but I wanted to do it again. So I took the bus over there, and then if you drive, you get to drive right into the crater. You go through the tunnel
Yep.
in the park, so you have to walk up the hill and through.
Yep.
But I was hiking anyway, so it worked out. And so no, it was cool. It was more crowded this time than the last time I was there, I think. But the weather was nicer, which is probably
What time
why.
of the year was it?
Well, this time I was there in December.
Okay.
The previous time was.
Well, it's too bad you didn't get up to North Shore then. North Shore has the big waves in December.
Yeah, again, I was only there.
Yeah, a huge
I had to
waves.
spend time in Delaware. So,
Yeah.
so it ate into my Hawaii trip. No, but I mean, it's cool. And for somebody that's not a big hiker,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that's easy enough that you can do that's still a little bit challenging. And it's cool.
Diamond
'cause-
Head, you mean?
Diamond Head,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, just because there's all the old World War
Yep.
II bunkers and where the gun emplacements used to be
Yep.
and all of that. And so then from there, I headed down to Waikiki, and I've been there before. And it's Waikiki, and it's all touristy.
Mm-hmm. It's just a big city on
and,
the
and
ocean.
it's for shopping. And if you've never been to Hawaii and it's December,
Yeah.
why not? But the one thing that I hadn't done, here's my other patch that I bought, the USS Bowfin.
Okay.
I'd been on World War II submarines, but if you're in Hawaii, that's a good one to go on. You get to go down and see how they all.
It's too bad you can get
Lived
out
in
to
there.
the Arizona
Yeah.
memorial. It's cool. You can still see oil bubbling up.
Yeah, and the first time when Rodney and I went out there, we visited it.
Mm-hmm.
We actually did it twice.
Okay.
The first day it was cloudy and yucky.
You need to go to some beaches on your trips.
I went to Waikiki.
Okay. I don't know if that counts.
No, it doesn't. No, so it was cloudy and yucky. So we came back the next day so we could get better pictures with
Okay.
blue sky. Yeah, so that was my Hawaii adventure. It was cool. It was nice and short and to the point. I got to meet some old friends from Masaba that are now living in Hawaii, and then my other checklist. I've done all the presidential graves.
Okay.
I've now been to every presidential birthplace except for one. So I was in Hawaii, so okay, I'll go check out the hospital where Obama was born. So I found that, and so the only one left is President Franklin Pierce in New Hampshire, and I've been told that it is the birthplace site is actually now under a lake.
Really?
So I'm going to have to learn how to scuba dive. So
You will.
which you know a thing or two about.
I do. My husband Nick and I actually just got our scuba certification.
Okay. Yeah, you had been scuba diving before.
Yeah, we just went on some. I went on some discovery dives.
Okay, that's what is a discovery
A
dive?
discovery dive it's a dive with actually I don't even think it's with a scuba instructor. It's with I think it's with a scuba dive master.
Okay.
There's different levels, and a dive master is more of a guide. An instructor is actually above a dive master, which
Okay.
is a little backwards. And they just take you out on a shallow dive.
It's
and-
like a horse trail ride where you stay on the horse and they don't run.
And they're leading you through.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
It's-
pony ride that Paul Revere.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we wanted to be able to dive deeper and go out on
Okay.
some cool reefs and check out the wildlife. And so
And where did you go diving?
we did our certification, our open water certification. It was a PADI school
Okay.
in Cozumel.
Cozumel.
Say.
Then
Cozumel,
down in
Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico, yeah.
And now you said this is one of the premier diving spots in the world.
Yes, it
So
is
there's
a
like the Great Barrier
fabulous
Reef,
spot.
and then they're like right.
Well, I don't know the
Or how they
exact
rank
list
them.
of where they rank. In fact, if you do some Google searches on the best diving spots, everybody has their own opinion.
I suppose it depends
It's
on
kinda
how
like the
crowded it is
seven-
and what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's kind of like the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
There's umpteen different lists of
Yeah.
what the 7 different wonders
And
are.
my list is the only one that's correct.
Exactly.
Can you believe that?
Exactly.
So how long of a So you go and you do like classroom work, and they teach you how to read your regulator and do all that stuff?
Yep, there's 3 parts.
Okay.
There's classroom work, there is pool work, and then you are out in the open water and do some dives to check out.
The good part.
The good part, yeah.
So now then you posted your video on your blog, and you said, oh, the best part was you were doing the Macarena or something while you were waiting for everybody else to finish.
My husband and I, we were just goofing off. He started doing the Harlem Shake, and I was doing the Macarena.
Okay, and I suppose the music is just in your head. And,
yeah, we didn't think anybody was watching us, much less videotaping us.
Now we're showing it here now, so
yeah,
the whole world can see.
Fun. It's our personality. We're just goofy. Yeah. So
yeah, goofy is okay, I guess.
It. Yeah.
But then how long do you get to dive for? Then once you're all set, everybody's good to go, and you get to go out and look at fish for how long?
Well, it depends on your tank.
Okay.
Our tanks when we were diving were just under an hour.
Okay.
The more calm you are, the more used you are to diving. The longer your take will last, because when you're a better diver, if you will, you have your buoyancy more under control and you're not swimming as much, so you don't use as much air.
So you're not struggling and working harder, and if you're in better shape than you're okay.
And there's different size tanks.
So I should get into shape.
Well, you don't have to be a very strong swimmer.
How deep did you get to go?
We went 60 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Because that was last year, 2 years ago, when I went to the Virgin Islands, I went snorkeling, and that's when I thought in my head, you know what, I need to go and learn how to scuba dive and go to the Great Barrier Reef, or maybe down to Mexico or
That's
something.
originally why we did that.
Okay.
We wanted to go to the Great Barrier Reef on a liveaboard boat.
But in my head I'm thinking, you don't have to go that deep. It's not, because in my head I'm thinking going down to Titanic or something, but no, you don't have to go down super deep where you have to really worry about the bends and all that stuff and die.
Well,
you
do need to be careful, and for me, being a pilot, I need to be extra careful, because if I get decompression sickness, which is essentially the bends,
then you're done.
I lose my medical, and I'm sure I could probably get it back, but it'll be a long time, and that's my job. So not something.
And
I'm
your
really
ability to travel.
Yes.
So that's no good.
The way I describe it, it's if you're on the ground looking up at the sky, it's very two-dimensional.
Yeah.
But if you're up in the sky flying around, it's a 3D world where you see all the dimensions of the clouds. Snorkeling, you're looking down on a reef, and it's two-dimensional. When you're down there, the reefs, you can go through, tunnels and around them, and it's awesome. It's a wonderful experience.
I can't sing.
Oh, boy. Okay, Ariel.
I was thinking Sebastian, but that's a different song for a different time. So I actually have to go to work and fly somewhere this afternoon. I'm going down to Dallas and elsewhere. So we're going to wrap it up here.
Okay.
You said you changed your blog address. What's your blog?
I did. It is just www.travelingyoungfabulousandbroke.com.
Okay. Don't include the just in there. That's not...
Yeah.
So I hope that's clear. You can also check out the my website, welcometoamerica.us. Tune in next month. We're going to interview Rob Nelson from Untamed Science. I got to go do some whitewater kayaking with him in Charlotte, North Carolina. That'll be real fun. So thanks for joining us. And Lindsay, thank you as always. Enjoyed having you. And we'll have you back with other cool adventures. So, all right.
All right.
Fantastic.
Have a good day flying.
All right, so all the cameras are rolling? They are. About 29, 28 minutes. Okay. We'll try and do this in 12. And I'm just not going to do anything but be quiet. You don't think we can do it in 12?